Howdy folks, check out these amazing views. The Himalaya mountains of northern India, the Kulu Valley of Himachal Pradesh state. I'm just hiking up to a waterfall. You can kind of see it behind those trees there. It's been a steep climb thus far, but the trail kind of levels out from here, so I'm hoping not to be huffing and puffing too much in this video. So in this video then I just wanted to expand a bit on what are the benefits of yoga. I posted another video a couple days ago that was rather silly, of me just doing some different yoga poses and stating some of the obvious benefits of a yoga practice. But I wanted to talk a little bit more seriously, and there's one especially important point that I want to convey in this video, which is the mind-spirit-body connection. And the unique thing about yoga is that it spans that mind-spirit-body paradigm of these different aspects of our being. I think it's safe to say that all physical exercise is good for both the body and the mind. But yoga is unique in that it incorporates in a spiritual component of accessing potential spiritual energies within us. So there are the obvious benefits of yoga of greater flexibility, increased blood flow, cardiovascular health, of getting the heart pumping and the lungs breathing in deeper breathing, strength, dexterity, lots of obvious physical benefits of yoga. Then there's the mental side of that it focuses your mind. It shows you that you're capable of more than you might have thought. It pushes you past your limits, both physically and mentally. It brings about a state of greater peace of mind through getting you more in touch with your body and through getting your internal energies flowing. And what this does is that it drops you down into your body and your lower self, deeper aspects of your being. And this is one of the most important things that I want to convey in a lot of my videos, is the importance of the lower self. Because so many spiritual teachings are focusing on the upper self and basically saying the upper self is good and towards God. The lower self is negative and imbalanced and has the wrong impulses and is basically the direction away from God. And this, in my view, is a dualistic approach to spirituality and to ourselves. So what yoga does is it gets us more in touch with our body, and it helps us to open up energy channels within ourselves. There are energy vortex points all throughout our body that are connecting points between the physical and the spiritual realms. Our chakras are the most obvious and most powerful and potent of these vortex points, but they are all throughout our body in different places. And so this is what acupuncture and acupressure is focused on, is opening up these energy channels within us in order to get more subtle spiritual energies within our body moving. And what this does is it connects the physical realm, our physical body, with the spiritual realm, these non-physical spiritual subtle energies, or some of them not being so subtle, such as Kundalini. And so yoga also awakens these inner energies and helps to further the connection between spirit and body. and to bring these spiritual energies into our physical being so that we get more in touch with our body, more awake and alive within our physical body, while simultaneously awakening spiritual energies and weaving those two paradigms, those two realms together. So that to me is really the most important aspect of yoga. All of the obvious physical benefits are great as well, but you can feel it when you have a especially good yoga lesson. You just feel as if you're buzzing with this vital life force energy that has been awakened within your body. That to me is really the crux of the positive aspect of yoga, is furthering that connection between mind, body, and spirit, honoring the body fully as part of our spiritual self, and allowing us to get more deeply connected with our body while awakening a greater spiritual perspective. So there you go. Almost to the waterfall. It's actually just around the corner. I'll keep walking here and get a view of the waterfall. Oh, and one thing that I should have mentioned is that at the beginning here is that yoga means union, and so this is the ultimate purpose of yoga, is union between the self and divine source energy, and also unifying us with our true self. So the word itself tells you what it's really about. So here's the waterfall. Pretty amazing sight. So real quick here, then I'll just touch on pranayama, or yogic breathing, which is that air is basically a representation of chi, or life force energy. Just think our first interaction, true interaction with the physical realm after being born, is that first breath that we take. And then throughout our life, breathing is obviously rather important and is a constant source of interaction with the physical realm. And so pranayama is utilizing the breath and the energy of air to infuse ourselves with greater chi or prana, spiritual energy, because of course it is all spiritual. The physical realm is every bit as spiritual as the upper, higher, less dense realms that we tend to refer to as the spiritual realms, just to make a distinction between this third dimensional Earth, where we're currently hanging out. So pranayama is utilizing the breath and oxygen to increase our prana, our internal energies. And it is important to keep in mind that you can completely transform your state of being simply through working with the breath. Just sitting there in a cross-legged or some other seated pose or standing pose, and working with the breath using various yogic breathing techniques, then you can just completely alter your frame of mind by consciously noticing more your breath, and also by putting your effort into your breathing so that you are making a greater effort of acknowledging and working with that reality of the breathing and how you're interacting with the physical realm through that source of energy. And by increasing the flow of oxygen into your body, into your lungs, then you increase your interaction with the physical realm and with that source of energy of oxygen. And
in so doing, raise your vibration by increasing your personal energy. So that's just kind of my little personal take on the power and importance of pranayama or yogic breathing, incorporating that into the yogic practice of the postures and everything. So there you go, the benefits of yoga and pranayama. Namaste.